thinking of getting a new camera because this thing just looking weird. I don't know. I think it might be dying or something. We'll see if it looks good when we put it on the computer screen. If not, well, oh well. How long have I had this thing? I think I bought it 2012, was it? That I started upload? No. Yeah. Yeah. Like it was like 2000. It's been years. Long story short, it's been years. I don't think I have to replace it, but I'm willing to if it's necessary. We'll see. Because I'm getting some weird looking thing on my screen, and I'm just going to go with it. I just don't have time to fuck with this thing right now. Because it's 2:30 in the morning, and I just got home from work. Which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that this is the second time this week that I've left at 2 o'clock. Not the first time it's happened. It's been a tiring week, man. First of all, just Tuesday, we didn't have a single customer. I still ended up putting in a 6-hour day just because I spent the first like 4 hours fucking with the plumbing because things weren't draining correctly, so I took pipes apart, cleaned them out. There was a lot of gunk in there. Things drained a lot faster, and water was gushing out of the grease trap. And so I couldn't stop draining the water. Called the boss. We opened up the grease trap. He said the pump wasn't pulling the water out as fast as it should. So we don't know if it's a broken pump yet. So we should try to see if there's a drain in the clog in the drain first. Otherwise, the only option would be to buy a new pump. And so we have to call the maintenance people for the building itself to come in here, and he snakes the drain, and luckily that was the problem, and we're able to, everything's working perfectly now. So I get out of, and then I just spend 2 hours going through all the shit that had been piling up the whole morning and afternoon. Get home at a really decent time. And then Wednesday happens. Wednesday was basically just a normal every day at work, but still, like we were a little busy. It was a little hectic, but it was just a normal busy day, busy and tiring, but still fairly normal day. And then Thursday, the sinks weren't draining at all. Like literally, I walked in the door and I'm like, ew, the water's too high, it's too yucky and dirty. It's just so I just put the thing to drain in, and it's not moving at all. I open up one of the other drains, the water just goes from in this sink to into that one, and I'm like, damn, it's not moving through the pipe at all. So I closed the drains up and I opened the pipes again. It's still clean. There's nothing that's blocked it. I call my boss down, I'm asking him, I'm telling him this is what we did, blah blah blah, and he was in a rush to get somewhere else, so he wasn't really listening. He basically just redid the same steps I did, and gave me horrible advice that I didn't take, because that wasn't the problem. I knew where the problem was, I just needed to know how to fix the problem. Because there's this one pipe that you can't take off, but that's where the clog was. So, there was once again another effort to just. We had a snake. This wasn't building maintenance problem. This was like a restaurant specifically. So like I took a snake, but it hit a wall and just wouldn't move. It was a really shitty snake. So I just took like a hose and just jammed it in there and was just shoving shit through. And then I took a different hose that was actually attached to something and just heavy blast of water through the pipe, clearing it out. And then and then by the time I got done with all of that shit, I had to do my deep clean. And then once everything else was completely out of the way, Once everything else got completely out of the way, like by then there had already been just a ton of plates stacked up. I never got caught up on those, so the restaurant closed without me having washed a single pot or pan. And so everyone else had to come and help me out. This was a Thursday, mind you, and we were there till 2 p.m. 2 a.m. 2 p.m. If we were there till 2 p.m., I'd have fucking quit this job. No, we were there till 2 a.m. On a Thursday. Knowing an 11-hour shift, knowing that there's going to be 2 more days after this, and on both of those days, can almost guarantee not going to get home before midnight. Thankfully, Friday, much slower than I thought it would be. I end up leaving at midnight, but I think they started shutting down at like 2 hours early, and then, of course, Saturday, which is just always hell in a bucket. But there are some good things. First of all, I got a new copyright notice, so I can officially announce Hexapoda. And I don't know in the dictionary or whatever if it's pronounced Hexapoda or Hexapoda. I'm pronouncing it Hexapoda. He's the first villain, Toxic Fights, and all I can say is look up the word Hexapoda, you'll understand. He's inspired by Oogie Boogie. I'm going to say that much. This villain was inspired by Oogie Boogie, and I decided to name him Hexapoda. And also, okay, 100%, I'm going to turn off this camera and just go to sleep. But first I want to say, I finally decided to break down and give BetterHelp a try. Like, money has been the entire issue for me. Turns out I actually used Philip DeFranco's promo code. It still works. Got half off. And I figured it's at least worth a try. It's only been a week. I signed up on Monday, but like, we're still getting to know each other, and this is kind of like a long-term process. Like, we're still figuring shit out, but like I feel like this could be good. Like, I need to at least try to fix myself, because I've been having such crazy dreams. I'm afraid to go to sleep. Nightmares that I can't really wake up from, and just I haven't been sleeping well, and especially as difficult. My job's difficult enough as it is. I can't do that on 2 hours sleep. Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of issues before that. I still cry myself to sleep like 3 nights a week. But, it was the fact that now I can barely even fall asleep. And then even when I do, the dreams, man, I can't handle it. And I've always had weird dreams. So if the dreams are too weird that even I can't, like, process this shit, it's bad. So yeah, we're going through with that. And I like it, because they're saying, like, oh, typical therapy visit costs like blah blah a day for 1 hour. But here, you don't have to if you don't want to, but you can talk to them every single day, which I have been doing. Including one had a conversation over the phone and just talked. So that was good. It's been a while since I've actually talked to someone on the phone. We had choice of, like, video chat and whatever, but, like, I still don't trust the internet as much as everyone else in my generation, so went phone. And I know there was that whole controversy with the better help and the language in that contracts. Should we trust it? And yes, I think everything should be greeted with a healthy amount of skepticism. But first of all, the sign up process for me was very rigorous. Well, there were so many steps I had to go through to officially create the account. So I can imagine, the people that they are paid. This is what you have to do, before they let you pay. On the other hand, so the people that they're paying, I can only assume that they'd hopefully, have an even tougher process for them. Otherwise, that's just bad business. And I just, and that's not it. But also, when I got matched up to my counselor, I looked her up, found multiple social media things, found her business stuff, got the address and phone number of her office, found a YouTube channel where she has one video uploaded. It's amazing how much you can find on the internet just by typing a person's name. Yeah, everything seems legit, checks out. And we'll see where it goes. I've been trying my best to just survive, but it's not working. I'm not doing okay. I'm not fine. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. See you next week. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that other bullshit, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever the hell you celebrate. I don't care. Good night.